Tonight, there's a new threat from those devastating and deadly wildfires. About 9 million people across much of Los Angeles and Ventura counties under a new red flag warning and on alert for more dangerous fire weather conditions. The emergency is not over. This fire-nado captured on camera in the Pacific Palisades. Evacuations expanding tonight. Thousands of homes and businesses destroyed, at least 11 people killed.
Good evening and welcome. I've covered wildfires in California since the earliest days of my career, and I don't remember anything quite like the firestorms raging across Southern California tonight. Multiple major infernos destroying more than 1,000 homes and businesses, killing at least 5 people and defying efforts to contain them. Firefighters in Pacific Palisades outmanned and in some cases out of water.
The historic wildfires blazing across Los Angeles County this week have wiped out more than 1,000 structures, killed at least 10 people, and left countless residents reeling. Given the fabric of the communities in and around L.A., celebrities are among those facing loss. One of the most destructive firestorms to hit the region in recent memory, at least 300 Angelenos have fled for safety as fires stoked by worse-than-usual life-threatening and destructive winds rampaged in the Pacific Palisades, Hollywood Hills, Altadena, and on the border of Los Angeles and Ventura counties. On the border of Los Angeles and Ventura counties, we are absolutely not out of the danger yet, Los Angeles Fire Department Chief Kristen Crawley said Thursday. From Mandy Moore to Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, stars have been speaking out about their evacuation efforts, loss of property, and efforts to help fire victims. While they, like so many Angelenos, remain displaced, firefighters continue to battle the blazes that have erupted since Tuesday. Paris Hilton, heartbroken beyond words. Sitting with my family, watching the news and seeing our home in Malibu burn to the ground on live TV is something no one should ever have to experience, the DJ, reality TV star and heiress wrote Wednesday as the Palisades fire continued to burn with no containment. This home was where we built so many precious memories. It's where Phoenix took his first steps and where we dreamed of building a lifetime of memories with London. Though the loss is overwhelming, I'm holding on to gratitude that my family and pets are safe. My heart and prayers are going out to every family affected by these fires. To all the people who have lost their homes, their memories, and their beloved pets. My heart aches for those still in harm's way or mourning greater losses. The devastation is unimaginable. To know so many are waking up today without the place they called home is truly heartbreaking. Please, everyone, stay safe and follow evacuation orders. Let's protect one another and hold on to hope that these fires will soon be contained. Sending so much love and strength to all of you. We're in this together. L.A. Hug your loved ones a little tighter tonight. You never know when everything could change. On Thursday, Hilton returned to the site of her beach house and posted a video of the wreckage. She said the heartbreak is truly indescribable. Standing here and seeing it with my own eyes, it feels like my heart has shattered into a million pieces, she wrote. What breaks my heart even more is knowing that this isn't just my story. So many people have lost everything. It's not just walls and roofs. It's the memories that made those houses homes. It's the photos, the keepsakes, the irreplaceable pieces of our lives. Mandy Moore, I love you, Altadena, the This Is Us star wrote Wednesday on Instagram as she drove through her community, which was struck by the Eaton fire. Grateful for my family and pets getting out last night before it was too late, and endless gratitude to friends for taking us in and bringing us clothes and blankets. Honestly, I am in shock and feeling numb for all so many have lost, including my family. My children's school is gone, our favorite restaurants leveled. So many friends and loved ones have lost everything, too. Our community is broken, but we will be here to rebuild together, sending love to all affected and on the front lines trying to get this under control. Moore returned to the site of home she shares with husband, musician Taylor Goldsmith, on Thursday, and said, miraculously, the main part of our house is still standing. For now. It's not livable, but mostly intact, she wrote, sharing images of the rubble. We lost Taylor and Griffin Studio with every instrument and piece of equipment they've ever owned. We lost our garage and back house. Everyone we know lost everything. Every house on our street is gone. My in-laws, my brother and sister-in-law 6 weeks from welcoming their first baby, our best friends, feeling weird survivor's guilt. We love this community and will do everything we can to help rebuild and support. Thanks for everyone for checking on us and offering us help. Altadena Strong. Bilo Ventimiglia. Moore's This Is Us co-star, whose TV character died from smoke inhalation after a house fire, told CBS News that he and his pregnant wife, Jarrah, were evacuated Tuesday and watched footage of their house going up in flames on their security camera. You know, it's not lost on me, life imitating art, Ventimiglia said. We got good friends, and we got good people we're working with, and we'll make do. Wife and baby and dog. Most important. Anna Faris. The house Bunny and Mom Star's home burned down, but the actor and her family were unharmed, people reported Wednesday. Faris and her family are safe and very grateful, her representative told the outlet after reports about her property's destruction. Charles Macro, the director and producer of the movie. Mel Gibson. Braveheart star Gibson was in Austin, Texas for an interview with podcast host Joe Rogan when the Palisades fire broke out and his $14.05 million Malibu mansion went up in flames. He said he returned to nothing. It is, obviously, it's kind of devastating, it's emotional, you lived there for a long time and you had all your stuff. I've been relieved from the burden of my stuff because it's all in cinders, the Oscar winner joked Thursday on News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas reports, quoting late comedian George Carlin. Seals are only things. And the good news is that, those in my family and those I love are all well, and we're all happy and healthy and out of harm's way. That's all I can care about, really, Gibson said. I was kind of ill at ease while we were talking, said Rogan again, talking over the soundproofing in the pre-transmission controlled setting. I thought, I wonder if my place is still there. When I got home, sure enough it wasn't there. When I got home and I said to myself, well, at least I haven't got any of those pesky plumbing problems anymore. Billy Crystal. Words cannot describe the enormity of the devastation we are witnessing and experiencing, Billy Crystal and his wife Janice said in a joint statement to the Associated Press about their Pacific Palisades home. We ache for our friends and neighbors who have also lost their homes and businesses in this tragedy. Janice and I lived in our home since 1979. We raised our children and grandchildren here. Every inch of our house was filled with love, beautiful memories that can't be taken away. We are heartbroken, of course, but with the love of our children and friends, we will get through this. Eugene Levy. Schitt's Creek actor Eugene Levy, the honorary mayor of Pacific Palisades, found himself stuck on the road as he tried to flee the community. The smoke looked pretty black and intense over Temescal Canyon, Levy said. I couldn't see any flames, but the smoke was very dark. Steve Guttenberg. In what might be the most viral celebrity interview of the fire news cycle, the Police Academy star told a KTLA reporter on Tuesday that he had been working to clear abandoned cars on Sunset Boulevard and Palisades Drive in his neighborhood to make a path for fire trucks and emergency vehicles. On Thursday, he did not indicate the condition of his home, but told the Times that he was returning to survey the damage. Sunset Boulevard was a parking lot. Palisades Drive was a 2-mile parking lot, he said about the evacuation. Before you knew it, everything was on fire. Both sides of Palisades Drive, and all the police told people to leave their cars and start walking. People were in hysterics, he said. People in wheelchairs, mothers trying to find their kids. Cameron Matheson, Regional Hospital. Star Matheson shared footage from his street showing the destruction that overtook his block in the Pacific Palisades, noting on Instagram stories that the last property is where our house was. Matheson showed footage of what's left of our beautiful home. Depression gave way to depression. In an appearance on Cuomo, the soap star said his family was safe, but the losses had been devastating. I've never experienced anything like it. It just doesn't feel real, and I know I'm not alone. I know there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people out there getting affected by these fires, and it's very cool to see you kind of touching base with a lot of them to share their stories too. Matheson said, adding, "That video was taken early in the morning. We'd been watching the news, and then I got up around 5, and they were reporting from our block, and I could see houses going down, and it looked insane, but I couldn't see if our house was okay, and I couldn't stand it anymore, and I got my car, and I just kind of drove in through the streets. I kind of made my way up almost in the dark, and the cloud like it was an insane scene, and as I came around the corner, what used to be my house, our house, was no longer, and it doesn't seem real." Diane Warren. "This is the last pic I took of Leah's rock from my beach house," the Grammy-winning songwriter wrote Wednesday on Instagram, sharing a photo from a Malibu beach amid the Palisades fire. "I've had this house for almost 30 years. It looks like it was lost in the fire last night. There's a rainbow shining on it, which I'm taking as a sign of hope for all creatures who have been affected by this tragedy. The animals and the rescue ranch are okay, though, which is the most important thing. Stay safe, everyone." 7 years of "okay, though" was a perfect Mayflower, keeping its petals alive through dark, dusty weather and shining through the winter sky. Jenny Garth. "We are all stunned and afraid and somehow numb," Beverly Hills 90210 star Jenny Garth wrote Thursday. The actor, who said she had to evacuate twice this week, posted images of the burned Palisades community and thanked local news stations and other teams that keep us informed. "Last week, I teamed up with a radio station to do a virtual tour. I'm praying and bringing all the angels to help stop this and to keep us all safe," Garth said. "I truly love this city. I love its insane beauty, the inspiring people who beautifully collide and form a community with so many different kinds of incredible people. And I love the life it's given me by allowing me to live here. I'm eternally grateful for every moment of this life and all the people in it. So grateful. I could do without the fires and floods and earthquakes. The people here are strong and resilient. We will get through this." Garth, who shares 3 children with ex-husband Peter Facinelli, said in a video that they are safe and staying with the Twilight actor and his family for the time being. "So grateful for Peter for letting us stay at his house, me and all the girls and the dogs and Dave," Garth added. "Our home made it through the night, and we are feeling so blessed and so fortunate and so lucky." John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. "This is so real. I'm very scared now. Packing," Teigen wrote on Instagram stories as the Sunset Fire erupted late Wednesday in the Hollywood Hills. 4 dogs, 4 kids, and a bearded dragon walk into a hotel, she added. Although strong winds and lack of rain are driving the blazes, experts say climate change is altering the background conditions and increasing the likelihood of such fires. Much of the western United States, including California, experienced a decades-long drought that ended just 2 years ago, making the region vulnerable. Whiplash swings between dry and wet periods in recent years created a massive amount of tinder, dry vegetation that was ready to burn. U.S. government research is unequivocal in linking climate change to larger and more severe wildfires in the western U.S. Climate change, including increased heat, extended drought, and a thirsty atmosphere, has been a key driver in increasing the risk and extent of wildfires in the western United States, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says. Climate change, including increased hotness and thermal storms, increases the risk and extent of wildfires in the western United States, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says. Fire season in Southern California is generally thought to stretch from May to October, but Gov. Newsom has pointed out earlier that blazes had become a perennial issue. "There's no fire season," he said. "It's fire year."